welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and this is Baby Yoda, or Grogu, and I'm by myself tonight. Ken is not here to watch the show with me, but I can't wait any longer. It's Wednesday night, and if I spend any more time on the internet, someone's going to spoil this for me, and I really think there's something to spoil, so... Tonight is Boba Fett, Season 1, Episode 5. I'm super excited. Last week, we heard the Telltale Mando theme song in the background, which only makes me believe that Boba Fett's going to call upon Mando to come help him. I mean, Mando does owe Boba Fett quite a few. Boba Fett helped him. Even after he got his armor, he was like, nope, I'll help you get Grogu back, and it's all good, and he, put himself in a lot of harm's way, as well as Fennec, to get Grogu back. So, Mando and Boba, I think, are lifelong buddies, and I don't think that Mando would say no if he were to help Boba Fett out in this instance. Boba Fett's got basically no one on the planet saying they'll help him. Just the people he's hired, and Fennec. And so we've got Chrysanthemum, the Wookiee bounty hunter. We've got the Mod Bike gang. We've got Fennec, two Morian guards, and that's what we got. So we need more people. He's got money apparently, so let's get in there and get some people helping us out. If I see Grogu, my life will be over the top. I'm only expecting Mando. I don't know even if I should expect that, but when you play Mando's theme, you got me going. I gotta know whether he's coming or not. Let's see what people said about last week's episode. Okay, just me talked to me about, I had made a comment about why did Boba forget that the Jawas took his armor? And just me is like, well, he lost his armor, he was knocked out by the Jawas before they took his armor, and he'd just gotten out of the Sarlacc pit. Fair enough, I'm sure he was in quite a daze at that point. I do remember him coming in and out. I just thought he knew they took it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And yes, the security at Jabba's palace I felt was pretty lax. But yes, now with Black Chrysanthemum as part of their posse, he is security, so there you go. So, droid attack on the Wookiees. Let me know a little backstory of why Black Chrysanthemum got all angry at those gambling dudes. Apparently they're of a species that he does not like, that they've had some back rivalries in the past, and that group of people used to enslave Wookiees and hunt them for sport. So I can see why he wanted to rip them apart, and I don't blame him. So... And Darth Rager felt me in my ending where I once again raged on the people who basically have, they're all like, oh, it's not as good. And I had said, you're never going to reach Mando. Mando came out, it exceeded all expectations and blew people's minds. And so when Boba Fett comes out by the same people, they're like, oh, I want it to go even higher. You can't do that. Not everything is going to hit the stratosphere, okay? And you're right. People always have their opinions. So you were just reminding me that, and it's what I have said before too. If you have a problem with it, make your own, okay? Let's see your own movies and your own TV show. Let's go. If you feel like you have the nerve to put down to people's work that they've worked hard on, and you could do better, then show us. Put up or shut up. That is how it goes down with me. So, thank you for your comments. I'm hoping that I'll get more comments for this episode and we can talk some more about it. But, you know, I feel like I've waited too long. Let's get busy and do this. Oh! What the hell? I love you. Nothing messes with that Beskar spirit. Oh. Oh my god. I'm like crying because I'm so excited to see him.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
You just bit the Mandalorian. How dare you? How dare you bite my man? Oh my god! Darksaber!
There's a pile of New Republic credits in there that I have no right to. If you do me the honor of letting me pass, you all can help yourselves to whatever you think you deserve from your former employer.
Scoot by here? Yeah, I'm just like... Yeah, I'm just sidestepping. Yay! Go get it, dudes! The allegiance is just so real. The loyalty. Yes! Return of the Mandalorian! Okay. It's pretty funky. What's that? It's a dude's head, man. I wasn't looking.
Where's the closest access shaft to the substrata? You can keep your reward. There's a bounty on this Klatooinian. If you won't give me the information, someone else will.
Oh. Oh. Is that where another group of Mandalorians lives? Oh, it's the armorer! Yes! Hello, armorer. You found her.
What weapon caused such a wound?
I have a Darksaber?
This.
Visla. Bring it to me. It was forged over 1,000 years ago by the Mandalore Visla. He was both Mandalorian and Jedi.
Yeah.
I have met Jedi.
Then you have completed your quest.
Except that Pax Vizsla may have some kind of, like, love for this thing. As it is probably in his past.
Where did you come upon the Beskar spear?
Oh, I got it from
It was
Crazy
the gift
Lady.
of a Jedi. It can block a lightsaber. I used it to defeat Moff Gideon.
It can also pierce Beskar armor. Its mere existence puts Mandalorians at risk.
Oh,
Mandalorian steel is meant for armor, not weapons.
are you telling me I have to melt this?
Eventually, the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved in the Night of 1,000 Tears.
Oh, dude. Okay.
What shall I forge?
Something for a foundling.
This is the way.
For a specific foundling.
For my little dude?
Grogu.
He's no longer in your care. He's with his own kind now.
No, he'll be back.
I want to see him. Make sure he's safe.
It's tiny. Oh my god. Is that his tiny armor?
Persistence without insight will lead to the same outcome. Your body is strong, but your mind is distracted.
Because he misses Grogu.
The blade says otherwise.
Yeah. I miss my little man.
Maybe the Darksaber belongs in someone else's hands.
Like mine, because my name's Vizsla.
It was forged by my ancestor, founder of House Vizsla.
Yeah, I figured that out.
And now it belongs to me.
Man.
Because you won it in combat.
Yep. You're telling me you're gonna fight me for it? No! I thought they were going to throw him off the side. Oh, I got really upset there.
Dinjarin, have you ever removed your helmet? Have you ever removed your helmet?
Yes.
I have.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
That's not true. That's not cool. He did it to save Grogu. You have to understand that. You're his family. Aw, I'm sorry, Mando. Except that I lead Mandalore because I got this sweet saber, so you don't get to tell me what I do. How many weapons is he gonna have? This is gonna be fun. Excuse me, this will take about an hour to get rid of all my weapons. I'm gonna miss this flight because of that.
I know everything that's in there.
Don't you take anything. I know it. In my head. It's even shaped like him. Look at that. It's a little Yoda head. Is he gonna go see Peli? Yeah!
No, please. Okay, it's not here. Maybe it ran.
What? What is happening, dude? Oh.
What an entrance!
The Jawas had a Tribonic Venturia simulator from a Galactic Republic-era starfighter?
They have everything.
They had it, they got it. Dated a Jawa for a while. They're quite
What?
They're free.
Oh.
A lot of issues. Oh, here they are.
You dated a Jawa.
Oh, that's okay. I'm working on me right now. Go find the phone.
Working on me.
Sorry.
Where did they get a cryogenic density combustion booster?
Do you really want to know?
Don't ask questions.
I got it. They said they crawled under a Pike Spice runner and crimped it off while they were refueling.
Nutsy little fellas.
Oh! That's like a... Wow! Oh no!
Yeah, sorry, officer, but my transmitter isn't hooked up yet.
We've been here before.
Your voice is mighty familiar. Did you used to fly a Razor Crest?
Yes.
You mind answering a few questions?
Ah! No, I'm about to zip away. Sweet.
Oh, by the way, an old friend of yours dropped by, said she was looking for you.
A friend of mine?
Don't worry. I told her I didn't know where you were. Then I locked her out and engaged the hangar security system.
She tell you her name?
Fennec.
Ah!
I thought you said that the hangar security system was...
Tell him it's on the house.
Yeah, exactly. I owe him.
First, I gotta pay a visit to a little friend.
What? No! Oh my god, that was so good! I might have well call it Mandalorian Season 3. So Episode 5, Return of the Mandalorian. Yes. I mean, I thought I'd see the Mandalorian, but I figured he'd show up at the end. No, we got him straight off the bat, coming in with his phrase, I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. Pedro Pascal, you stud. So he's there, bringing in a bounty, takes the dude head because the guy wasn't coming in warm, so he was gonna have to take him in cold. Yeah, he was just doing a bounty. Dropped the head off and was looking for the Mandalorian's new lair. And the chick that he was doing the bounty for, she seemed to know where they were. So he was looking for the vents to the underground part of the city or something, because that's a Mandalorian's home, that is. So the armorer was there, along with Pax Vizsla, who we know is played by Jon Favreau. And of course, Mando whipped out, it was when you saw his shadow in the opening scene and that Beskar spear was poking up, there was no doubt in my mind that was not Boba Fett, it was Mando. And I think I screamed and got tears, because seriously, I miss that man. So, yes, right off the bat. But sadly, so he goes to the armorer. We hear a little backstory on the Darksaber, and a little backstory on Bo-Katan, at least from the armorer's point of view. But we've also learned that Mando grew up in what seems to be a pretty strict cult. Anyway, Pax Vizsla I knew was eyeing that Darksaber, because of course the dude who made it was a Mandalorian / Jedi, and also Pax Vizsla's ancestor. So of course Pax wanted that Darksaber. He felt it rightfully belonged to him, so he challenged Mando. Mando won the fight, barely. And then, for some reason, the armorer asks them, have you ever removed your helmet? I'm not sure why at the end of the fight she needed to do that, because what did that have to do with the fact that Mando won the Darksaber? And Mando has to admit, because he's a truth teller, he did remove his helmet. But he doesn't get to explain it was because he had to save Grogu. And also it was interesting because Mando explained that Grogu had been given back to the Jedi, and that he wanted to go visit him, and they took the Beskar spear because it's not supposed to be made into a weapon, and he made it into some tiny piece of armor for Grogu. I gotta see this. It was wrapped up in this tiny napkin shaped like his little head. Seriously? I was like, yes. So I'm like, yes, please go give Grogu this sweet little armor. So then the Darksaber battle went down, and Mando had to admit he took off his helmet, but it was to save Grogu, we all know that. But he got kicked out. He's no longer a Mandalorian, so they say. We know that's not true. You can still be a Mandalorian and have removed your helmet. As we know, we've met many of them, including Boba Fett, who may have not lived on Mandalore and grown up there, but is a Mandalorian through his father. So, anyway, Mando gets kicked out and decides to go to Tatooine because apparently Peli is looking into getting him another ship. So he gets to Tatooine. Peli has a ship, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I have two ideas on this ship. Either A, it's the one Anakin, so there was a yellow ship that Anakin drove, that was on, you know what, I think I'm wrong on this. I have a feeling that the yellow ship is actually Obi-Wan's. Anyway, the background of the ship is it's a starfighter commissioned for the Queen of Naboo, who we know was Padme, because this thing used to be yellow. And either it's the ship that Anakin took out of the base in Episode 1, Phantom Menace, to blow up the Trade Federation, or I think it's actually Obi-Wan's ship when he went to Kamino. He had a ship like that too. So I'm thinking, see, my brain is not coming up with the actual picture in my head. I've seen this ship before. I know it was driven by one of those people. Which one was it? I need to go find out. See, my gut instinct was it was the one Anakin drove. But then later I was like, is that the one Obi-Wan had? So now you're all going to be mad at me like, Sandra, you should have got that right. A Star Wars fan would know. Yeah, I should know, and I'm disappointed with myself because I recognize that ship. Now, it's not yellow now because they sanded it all down and whatnot, but Mando took off in this thing, and once again, got cornered by the X-Wings. And there was our favorite dude, Kim's Convenience dad, Canadian actor, Paul Sun. And I hope I got his name right. And I was like, yeah, baby. And he recognized Mando and was like, can we ask you a few questions? Because some stuff went down on Navarro. And he's like, and he was out of there in like seconds. Yeah, sorry. Same kind of conversation. He didn't have a transponder. He didn't want to ping. He didn't have the registration changed yet. Yeah, it was good. It was good. So he gets on the ground with Peli, and Peli's like, yeah, some lady came looking for you. And I was like, Fennec. And I told her you weren't here, and then I securityed the place. He's like, well, what was her name? And Fennec's like, Fennec shit. And Peli's like, this is security is lax. Yeah, we know it is. It's lax everywhere on Tatooine. Security on that planet sucks. So, Peli was hilarious as usual. Amy Sedaris is hilarious. I don't know how much she ad-libbed and how much she did from the script. She's hilarious to watch. I love that character. I'm glad they kept bringing her back. Oh my god. So then my high-pitched scream comes at the very end. When Fennec asked Mando to help, gonna pay him. He's like, no, like I said, he owes Boba. He'd do it for free. But first, I have to visit a little friend. Yes, please. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting tears because I can't wait till Mando meets up with his little friend. What will happen? Will Grogu be really excited? Will he have forgotten? Will he be more with Luke? What will his little armor look like? They're clad too. Will Grogu be like, okay, I'm done and I want to go back with Mando now? And let's address this whole rumor about him getting killed by Ben Solo. He won't. I debunked this. The timing doesn't work. Grogu is 50 years old. He's partially trained. He's hidden his talents so the Empire can't find him and he can't be used for evil. So he's dampened them. It doesn't mean he wasn't trained for all those years he was trained in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. That doesn't wipe out. So basically, Ben Solo, 5 years after Return of the Jedi is when this takes place. Let's say Luke and Leia actually have Ben Solo like a year after Return of the Jedi. That still only makes him 4 years old at this point in time. Ben Solo doesn't go psycho on all the people a la Anakin in the Jedi training place until he's like a teenager. That's at least 10 years from now, this point in time. Do I think that Grogu's going to stay with Luke for 10 years? I do not. He does not need that much training. Luke got trained in like a year, okay? He didn't have any training. He was a teenager. Well, sorta. Then he was in his 20s. He got trained by Yoda himself. He did like a crash course, like 6-week training camp, and became like the best Jedi in the universe, okay? So, does Grogu need to be there for 10 years? No, he's 50 years old. I think he can graduate. So he's not going to be killed by Ben Solo. So you can all stop this nonsense that he's going to get killed by Ben Solo. Because it doesn't work time-wise. I have spoken. That's what I'm telling you right now. Anyway, oh my god. So we saw R5. We have the chance of seeing Grogu again. I hope they don't just be like, I visited him and now I'm back. You have to give me Grogu. I have to see that little tiny face. It's been a whole year. It's been more than a year. I must see his tiny face. They brought up... so, the armor brought up that Jedi can't have attachments. Not true. We know Anakin loved Padme. Now, that went bad. I get it. Okay? But Luke had many attachments. Leia, Han... He loved Yoda. He's got a lot of attachments. He did not turn to the dark side. Just because you love someone does not mean you're going to flip to the dark side. You can have attachments. Ahsoka didn't believe that, but then she knows Anakin. She does not, I don't think, know Luke as well. Has Ahsoka met Luke? Did she tell him about Anakin? I don't know. I'm not sure. I wonder if we'll ever find out about that in the Ahsoka series. But do I think Grogu can't have an attachment like Ahsoka said? No. I think that has always been a stupid rule. I think that if Anakin had been allowed to speak about his love for Padme and his fears and attachment in the first place, none of this would have happened. Because I think having a healthy emotional outlet and being able to feel those feelings should have been part of Jedi life. You should have been able to have an attachment, because I think that makes you a better person. That gives you something that you love. The order, Jedi is more like an order of monks, so you have to remain celibate and not love anyone. But I think that's the flaw of the Jedi, and that is why they know there's so little of them left. The ones left, did they not have attachments and love? Let's look. Let's analyze this for a minute. Okay, Yoda hit on Dagobah, but while he did that, he was protecting through the Force Leia and Luke. Is that not an attachment? Obi-Wan, very attached to Padme and Anakin. You could say he loved. In fact, he said that. You were my brother. I loved you. Attachment. Did Obi-Wan turn evil? No. Did he look after Luke from afar? Yes. Didn't stop him from being a good Jedi. Luke had love, like I said. Fine. Had Anakin not had his love for Padme wielded like a weapon by the Emperor, then he might not have turned bad. The Emperor twisted everything. Twisted his love for Padme, made him jealous, made him want to not lose her. So many different things. But my theory on the Jedi is that you can be a better Jedi if you have people in your life that you love. Gives you something to fight and live for. Like, that's what I'm saying. Mando was so sad on that plane, thinking of little Grogu. He misses him so much. You could just feel it. Pedro Pascal, your voice, so much emotion. You are a god. I love this episode. It was awesome that it was all about Mando. I'm looking forward to continuation of him. I mean, the bringing them back together is perfect, because I think in the future Mando and Boba Fett and Fennec are going to be pretty tight. Where will Mando go next? Boba Fett's looking for him, and that's exactly what we wanted and what we needed. Bless you for bringing me back my Mando. He got a whole episode to himself. It was like, oh. So anyway, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Give me your comments. Tell me what you think. What did I miss? What did I get wrong? I may not agree with you, but who really cares? You can agree with me if you want. I'm cool with it. You cannot agree with me. I'm cool with it there too. Yeah, and comment, and we could talk about it next time. And I can't wait for next week's episode. So join me then. Bye.